Welcome back to another edition of the AirSpace Economy Weekly Digest. I hope you're heading into an amazing weekend. This week, we've got 5 stories that remind us aviation is far more than airplanes. It's strategy, economics, engineering, and sometimes a little bit of chaos at 35,000 feet. So buckle up, because these are the biggest aviation stories shaping the industry this week. Here's what's on today's flight plan. We'll look at how Qantas quietly became the world's reliability champion, why United Airlines has officially declared war on the middle seat, how Uganda Airlines found help just in time, what Washington's latest trade decision means for aircraft manufacturers, and finally, the Ryanair incident that has the industry talking about engine safety once again. Let's start with some good news. Qantas has officially become the world's most punctual major airline, with more than 87% of flights arriving on time. Now, being on time might not sound glamorous, but in aviation, punctuality is a competitive weapon. Every delayed aircraft costs money. Every missed connection frustrates customers. Every extra minute on the ground reduces profitability. Qantas has invested heavily in modern aircraft and operational efficiency, and those investments are clearly paying dividends. Sometimes the biggest competitive advantage isn't flying faster. It's simply arriving when you promised you would. Next up, United Airlines may have solved one of economy class's oldest problems: the middle seat. Its new Airbus A321XLR configuration replaces the middle seat in select Economy Plus rows with a permanent shared table. That means more personal space, more elbow room, and perhaps the greatest luxury of all, not negotiating armrest rights with a complete stranger. Passengers win. But here's the clever part. United wins too, and that's where the real story begins. This isn't just about passenger comfort. It's actually a lesson in airline economics. United keeps the aircraft capped at 150 passengers. Why? Because crossing that threshold would require an additional flight attendant under FAA regulations. So by removing one seat instead of adding one more passenger, United creates a premium experience, keeps operating costs lower, and protects its profit margins. That's aviation strategy hiding inside interior design. Pretty clever, if you ask me. Over to East Africa. Uganda Airlines temporarily leased an Ethiopian Airlines Boeing 787 Dreamliner after both of its Airbus A330neos were grounded. Now imagine running an airline where losing just 2 aircraft suddenly puts your international network at risk. That's the reality for many smaller carriers. Thankfully, Ethiopian Airlines had the capacity to help. It's a great example of regional cooperation, keeping passengers moving instead of leaving them stranded. Sometimes resilience doesn't come from having more airplanes. It comes from having better partners. This story also highlights a much bigger issue. Many African airlines operate very small long-haul fleets. That means one unexpected maintenance event can quickly become an operational crisis. Wet leases help. Regional partnerships help. But the long-term solution is stronger maintenance infrastructure, larger fleets, and more collaboration across the continent. As African aviation continues to grow, resilience will become just as important as expansion, because growth without backup is just controlled optimism. Now let's head to Washington. The Trump administration has decided to pause new tariffs on imported commercial aircraft and aviation components. That's welcome news for manufacturers. Modern airplanes are assembled from parts made all over the world. Engines, landing gear, electronics, composite materials, they're all part of one enormous global supply chain. So when governments start changing trade rules, the effects travel almost as fast as the airplanes themselves. One aircraft, dozens of countries, hundreds of suppliers, thousands of individual components. Commercial aviation isn't built inside one factory. It's assembled across continents. That's why tariffs don't just affect manufacturers. They ripple through airlines, maintenance providers, airports, suppliers, and eventually, passengers buying tickets. Global aviation has become one giant puzzle. Remove one piece, and the whole picture starts looking very different. And finally, the biggest story of the week. A Ryanair Boeing 737 experienced an engine-related event shortly after takeoff. Investigators say debris breached part of the aircraft, leading to the failure of a cabin window and rapid decompression. One passenger was reportedly pulled partially through the opening before fellow passengers and the cabin crew managed to pull them back to safety. Thankfully, the crew declared an emergency, the aircraft landed safely, and there were no fatalities. It's a dramatic reminder that aviation safety isn't built on luck. It's built on training, engineering, procedures, and people who know exactly what to do when seconds matter most. Looking across all 5 stories, a pattern begins to emerge. Qantas reminds us that operational excellence wins customers. United shows that clever design can improve both passenger comfort and profitability. Uganda Airlines highlights the importance of regional partnerships. Trade policy proves aviation is deeply connected to global politics. And the Ryanair incident reinforces why safety remains aviation's highest priority. Different headlines, one industry, all connected. And that's a wrap for this week's AirSpace Economy Weekly Digest. Now we'd like to hear from you. Which of these stories do you think will have the biggest long-term impact on aviation? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this roundup, subscribe to AirSpace Economy for more aviation intelligence, industry analysis, and stories that go beyond the headlines. Have an amazing weekend, fly safe, and we'll see you in the next edition.